YouTube, this IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucker bang of a video. Now today we're gonna be going over, just dating advice from Reddit. We're gonna be going over Reddit together. Y'all gonna be right here with me going over the Reddit questions, seeing what's going on Reddit. A lot of people in dating have been struggling, especially on Reddit, man. It's just they don't really be understanding what the fuck going on with the game. I understand a lot of guys that struggle with the same problems as other people on Reddit, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go over like a few basic ones first before we really dive into like, everything. Which is the first one is approach anxiety. A lot of guys have a lot of, whenever they see a good looking woman, they do get anxiety, right? And they just start like, basically freaking out a little bit internally. Where it's like you see a woman, you might want to say something, you seeing the ass, you seeing the titties, you seeing her face, you're like, damn, I really want to get at her, right? A lot of the times, bro, it's really a mental state that you have to really put yourself in when approaching a woman. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Some dudes, some people just good at activating that state, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, that's what got me over the edge of approaching women. I'm gonna be honest, when I was trying to approach women, man, I was getting hella anxiety. I could say, hey, how you doing to a woman, I could start a conversation with a woman, but actually trying to get at her, I was not good at that, bro. Like, I literally had a time, bro, I walked up to a woman, right? Walked up to her, and then turned completely the fuck around because I was so damn nervous, right? I have other times where where I talked to her and it was just like, I kind of got stuck on my words, so I was just like, don't even worry about it. Like it was bad. It was pretty fucking bad. But what really got me over that, it really just consistently approaching women. And not just like once, sometimes this time, sometimes here, sometimes there. It was just that I got used to, locking into my dark side, which was saying like, hey man, like, I'm gonna do this shit. Like, you think I'm not gonna do this shit? Like, I kind of got to start talking to my ego a little bit and communicate with my ego and making my ego want to push me forward into doing it. Well, that's one way of doing it, right? And another way of doing it is just being able to just say, like, it's already done. I already know what I want to do. I'm finna just go do it. And off me doing that, it made me able to just move, and figure it out just as I go. And while I was getting into that, I started to realize when I was just moving, I just started getting into it and started doing it. I started realizing I really didn't have the right words to say, and that was my real problem. Like, a lot of times I didn't even know what to say past excuse me. So I kind of our mentor taught me, hey man, say excuse me. That's all I remember. Like, that's what got locked in my head. He was like, bro, if she got shit going on with her day, you don't want to be, disingenuous, because a lot of times, bro, you just start talking to a woman, she not gonna just stop. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna stop doing what she's doing unless you say excuse me, right? So that was that really locked into my mind. Like, I always say excuse me, but past saying excuse me, I didn't really know what the fuck to say, because that's like the first step, right? So I just started saying excuse me. I thought you looked good. I just want to get to know you, right? Which was not bad, but it wasn't really what I needed to be saying, right? I started realizing, I started saying excuse me, and I just saw you, I thought you looked good, my name is such and such, what's your name, and I just try to really remember her name right now for that moment, right? And I just be like, take down my number, take down with you, exchange numbers, we get into exchange numbers. And while I was talking to her, that it'd be like a real dead zone, right? And I'd be like, nah, I'm trying to get past this dead zone. So I'll say what I gotta say to get through that dead zone. But I will say that just doing it over and over again, you're gonna start coming up with the right questions, because it's honestly just go out the vibe. Sometimes it's gonna be a time where y'all just conversate. Other times it's gonna be a times where you just get in, get out. It's all up to what you pick up on her. You know what I'm saying? How good are you at talking to the woman? But the basic shit is what's really gonna take you there, I'm gonna be honest. So another thing is that it's not really the mindset of you talking to a woman that look good and you getting that anxiety. A lot of times, bro, you probably not even used to practicing doing things that you kind of always thought about doing, but you just never done. And it's kind of normal for me at this point, and I'm starting to realize, but it was a point where I didn't really do anything. Like right now I'm boxing, I'm playing chess, I'm competing online, I'm, you know, skating, I'm fucking practicing moves out in public, meeting women, I'm doing all of these things, practicing poetry. You know, I'm doing all of these things that I've never done before, and it kind of gets you used to being in that state of being in the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Of competing against somebody and being in the unknown. Like, you're just new to doing this shit, but it's just something that you're interested in doing. When you get used to doing that, you're getting used to being in that mental and emotional state of really like being uncomfortable, discomfort, but at the same time, you have a bit of excitement in it, right? So whenever you're doing that, you get used to doing that, your mind, you kind of know how to work that state a little better. You kind of gotta start just putting yourself in that state more often, so you can really like get used to being in that state. Cause when you in that motherfucking state and you really in that unknown, you know, format, it's easy for you to be like, and get like so self-conscious. But instead of, you know, letting go and just moving with the flow, whatever happened next, that's what happened next, and you just go with it and you figure it out, you trust yourself completely, and you just operate on that level. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, on my Patreon, I kind of go more in depth into those little things, those little details for the people who really want to hear that kind of shit. That's on my Patreon. But it's really just like when you are able to be in that state and operate in that state, it's a lot easier for you to really, you know, get things done, because you're not really thinking about, well, what if this happened? What if that happened? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. No, you're just kind of just going with it, and you're letting things happen. You know, you're letting your intuition take control. Whatever you feel like doing in that moment, that's what you do. Whatever you get inspired to do in that moment, that's what you do. Whatever you're thinking about, you're just acting on it. When you get used to doing that, it's kind of get you used to being in a way and operating in a way where it's like you're okay with just whatever happens. You know, being in that state for real. It's like, it's different. So I tell y'all to get hobbies, man. Do hobbies. You know, if you get hobbies where you can operate, it's kind of like a form of working on yourself. Like, I feel like they get overlooked a lot of times because people, they kind of just want to go on their day-to-day. They want to go have fun. They want to go party. They want to go do, you know, whatever they want to go do. Some people, they don't want to go outside at all. But it's things that you still want to do, you know, that's not really extremely uncomfortable. Like me, going to a boxing gym, it's not really extremely uncomfortable. It's kind of uncomfortable because, like, you know, you in a boxing gym, you know, you're around people you don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, and you fighting people that you kind of don't know, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's not as crazy as fucking standing on stage in a fucking party and trying to get everybody to turn up with, like, you know, like you're a fucking DJ. You know what I'm saying? It's something it's kind of in your lane. It's something that I want to do. So when I realized that and doing that shit is that it's okay to be in that uncomfortable position where I'm learning how to play chess, where I'm boxing, and I'm trying to really understand, okay, what is he trying to do? You know, what's his strengths? Oh, he don't know how to have that much foot movement. Oh, his head movement is trash. He only swings with his right. Only time he swings with his left is when he gets scared. You know, when he's in an uncomfortable position. You know, picking somebody's strengths, picking somebody's weaknesses, and using it against them. It's the same thing as talking to a woman, bro. It's the same thing, because a lot of it has to do with you too. Oh man, my jab wasn't there. My jab got to get tighter. My jab got to get faster. My straight, you know, I kind of gave it away before I swung. Let me see if he bite a feint. Let me gotta work on my feints. You know, you kind of see what you gotta work on too. But at the end of the day, it's like you're using what you got. You know, and it's a different form of mental state that most people are not used to operating in. All right, so one of the next things on Reddit that I see a few times is people break up with women, and they kind of just be like at that point where it's like they feel really, really bad because they broke up with a woman. And of course, you know, you're gonna feel bad sometimes. I'm not human. I get it. You know, you're gonna feel bad. You was in love with a woman and you cared for her. Had a part of you loved her, you know, and you no longer with her. And be honest, you do give a piece of yourself into that woman. You put a lot of energy, you put so much investment into that woman, so much time, so much energy into that woman that she decides to walk away or y'all part ways. It can be a little tough sometimes, and I get that. But the best way for you to recover is to kind of literally give yourself that attention, to fill in that void. Because a lot of times, guys, fellas, especially if you only been dating a woman for like a few months, you gotta realize that sometimes, bro, you might have put things into a woman that you really shouldn't have put into her. Like a lot of times, guys put their problems and guys put their insecurities and their secrets into women. You gotta realize what you're doing to your mind. Times when you feel lonely and you got a lot going on with yourself, you know what I'm saying, and you just want to call her up so you can just chill. You gotta realize what you're doing to your mind, right? Those times when you need to be alone and you need to execute that plan, you need to execute that business venture, you need to solve your problems. When you're being alone, you're confronting yourself. So whenever you not confronting yourself that way anymore and you have a partner, y'all confronting you together, and it's different versus you doing it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys do that, so whenever they don't have the woman anymore, they feel like they lost a piece of themselves. It's like, no, bro, you never lost a piece of yourself. You just not used to solving your own shit. So you have to give yourself that attention that she used to give you. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a big ass shift for most guys because they're so used to having a woman that's there and that's gonna always help them through those hard times. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of make the intimacy even deeper, you know, because that person is aware of what you went through, what you're going through, right? But when you do that for yourself, you find another level of love for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because now you don't need somebody. You don't feel like you need somebody to fill that void anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't need anybody. You realize that. So it's multiple things that you can do to work on yourself. But while you learning some new shit about yourself and you venturing off into yourself, you realize that it's more to you than you think it is. It's more to you than you can even imagine. It's more to you. And you begin to imagine more. You begin to want to do more. You begin to be more curious about other things in your life. Why? Because you have put that inside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have made yourself more, I'll put this, interesting to you. In your own eyes, you're more interesting to yourself, right? And you have more love for yourself. You can develop more respect for yourself. And the Patreon also, you know, we go into that kind of training of how to really conquer the love, the respect, the determination, and all of those things. But when you really venture off into yourself that way, you become stronger, you become better, and you kind of stop looking at her. Even you're not gonna, the feeling that you have for that woman, I'm gonna be honest, it's not gonna ever die. It's not gonna ever die. And honestly, but by you working on yourself, you begin to be okay with the feelings not dying. And it's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Versus you saying, man, I wish this and I wish that, and you trying to tell yourself things like, I don't really miss anything about her. You trying to lie to yourself into her, you know, you not missing her. It don't work like that. Your mind does not work like that. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? But it just that you just get to a point where you're okay with it. You can live with it. And it doesn't really hurt you to think about it. You know, just something like, oh, I don't remember that. And you just can go on about your day like it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Because you're deeper. You have more depth. And that's what it really means to really love yourself. You know what I'm saying? The love for yourself is so infinite that, bro, you can really spend time with a bunch of people and then go be alone and then go back to those people. They'll be like, bro, it's like a new you. It's because you know, there's so much love that you can have for yourself that other people can't give you. You have to do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna venture off a little bit and give y'all some game for y'all. I hope y'all enjoying the video so far. I understand we 14 minutes in. Get this video to 500 likes. Go. Get this video to 500 likes. Leave a comment down below to tell me, you know, let me know that y'all are actually engaging into the video. But that's all I got, man. The next thing is to understand that there are 3 kinds of women. There are women that are gonna waste your time. right? And it's kind of you gotta just go through the ringer and really, but there are always gonna be signs that a woman really don't care about you. Like she's not interested in you. Some women, they play games. A lot of them play games. You don't run into a lot of women that play games. There are some women who are interested in you, but they don't like the fact that you are confident or that you are self-assured. They don't like that. They don't like that you are. So they literally, some women, they can tell that you got other women. So they'll just be like, I can't. Some women, they're gonna say they want relationships, but they're not relationship material women. Which means that they don't want to cook. Even if they can, they don't want to cook for you. They don't want to serve for you. If you having a bad day, they're not the ones that want to come through. They're not the ones that want to serve you. They're not those kind of women. You know what I'm saying? They want to be relationship to material type women, but they're going to waste your time. You know what I'm saying? Some women they gonna act like they like you, but they don't really want you. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta realize with those three categories that sometimes, man, if you look at that kind of woman that don't really like you, no matter how fine she is, no matter how good she look, none of that shit matters. If she does not really like you, bro, and she acts and she's dragging you along like she does like you, she's giving you signs like she's saying shit to you like, oh, I don't do this until 5 dates, and I don't do this, and I don't usually do that, and I don't do that. That means that she doesn't want to do it. Because when a woman wants to do it, she's gonna do it. She gonna do it. That's just that. Now, of course, there are women in this world that does have, like, you know, religious preferences and things like that. But understand this: when a woman really does want to do something, that shit don't matter. Even with the religious shit, bro, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? A woman saying that, bro. I had a bitch tell me that she said, I usually wait 5 dates before I even kiss a guy. I kissed her on the second date. I was playing with her pussy on the second date. You know what I'm saying? We was about to fuck on the second date. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was ready on the second date, but she made it a point trying to say, I usually don't even kiss guys until the 5th date. So y'all gotta keep in mind, bro, that some women, they will waste your time. Like, they will waste your time. And you just gotta put them in position to show themselves. And they'll waste your time. So next thing is, there are women that the second kind of woman is the woman that you have fun with, bro. There's some women, they have guy friends, they got friends, they got guys they talk to all the time. You know what I'm saying? Guys they gonna chill with these motherfuckers more than they chill with you. Understand, bro, don't get mad at her for being this way. Let her be this way and realize and put her in a category. This is the woman you have fun with. Cause she gonna always be this way. Y'all ever realize that they got a lot of women that be fine as shit and they be like 29, 32 years old and they be fine as fuck and be older women? It be because, bro, they refuse to abandon those things of, hey man, I got guy friends. They refuse to abandon those things. Like, their friends are their life. This is their life. You know what I'm saying? They got some women who are like, and keep me personally, I don't care about guy friends. But it's a difference between having a guy friend and having a motherfucker you be around all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Unless he a little sassy. That's how I really look at it. If he's sassy, he look like he kind of like off. Sure. The nigga like me, I know he ain't. Listen, I ain't about to have no female friends, me personally, but I understand, like, they got some motherfuckers who really be trying to crush. They'll wait that out. But yeah. So they got some women that you just crush. Some women, bro, they gonna want to fuck you way before the time comes. Realize that that's cool and all. But me personally, the body count should never matter. Because there's some women who have bodies. Niggas be like, bro, she got over 10 bodies. She's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. If she can have bodies, bro. But if she's not willing, bro, this is what y'all gotta understand. This is the third woman. There are women who are good for you and they're relationship material women. And this is why I say the bodies don't matter. Because there are some women who will fuck you, who will have sex with you, and have no intentions of really being in a relationship with you. They want to change who you are for you to be in a relationship with them. They don't give a fuck about you, about them having to be a certain way to be in a relationship with you. They want to change you to be in a relationship with them. Don't let that shit go over your head. There are some women who don't like you. They will fuck you, but they don't like you. They want to change you. Just don't let that go over your head, man. But nah, so they got some women, and this is why I always say that y'all gotta have standards. Because when you got standards, bro, it's hard for a woman to really play games with you, bro. When she realizes that she has to operate a certain kind of way to be around you, that's when you know whether or not she look at you like you're that guy. Because if she ain't looking at you like you that guy, and she moving that kind of way, she moving in a way of like trying to see whether or not you are the guy, and she's like, nah, I ain't doing this for you. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all this. You know, we gotta wait for this, and I don't know. That woman is not relationship material. She's not relationship material. That's why y'all need standards. Because they got some women who will talk like they want to be in a relationship with you, but they will never do any of the things or move in the way of trying to really be in a relationship with you. I'm telling you, or not. You have to make these women realize that they can't just get you off them wanting you. A lot of women think that. A lot of women think that they can get you off of them just wanting you. Oh, I want him. That's mine. They really think that. They really do think that. Like no bullshit. No bullshit. They really do think when they look at you, they say, I want him, he gonna be mine. They really do think that. They don't think they gotta do nothing. When a woman is willing to show you that she's willing to cook for you, when a woman is willing to show you that she's willing to serve for you, when a woman is willing to show that she's even willing to invest in you, that's when the women show they're willing to put things aside to be with you. When they're doing these kind of things to come forward for you, this is when you know you have a type of woman that you can take serious. All the rest of them are not women you take serious. They're not women that you take serious. They're not. Whether they like it or not, they're not women that you take serious. And you have to understand and accept that these are women that you don't take serious. I'm telling y'all, don't look at how good they look. They can be very good looking women, and they give you women that you're not supposed to take serious, bro. And I understand that a lot of y'all think, man, if she having sex with me and she pulling up and she doing this, she doing that, she must be a woman that's gonna take. No, bro. That woman, that just because she having sex with you, that don't mean that she ready to commit to you. That's what a lot of guys think. A lot of guys think, oh man, she making me wait 5 dates till we fuck. Cool. They wait 5 dates, they fuck her, and they think to themselves, oh man, yeah, bro, this girl must be worth something. No, bro. She is slowly but surely trying to change you. God damn it, my paper fucked. It's supposed to be the good side of it. Yeah, so she's trying to change you, bro. Y'all gotta understand, bro, that some of these women, bro, they're really the type to play games, bro. So y'all gotta really take in mind that she can do that, make you wait 5 dates, right? And thinks that, oh, we fuck so we can be in a relationship now. The whole time they have done nothing to show why you should want to be in a relationship with them. Why would I want to be in a relationship with you? Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Like, you seem like a cool person, but being a cool person isn't everything. It isn't everything. You're just a cool person. If my vibe wasn't cool, I wouldn't even know that you were a cool person. And we really and that's really how y'all gotta really look at shit, bro. Y'all gotta realize that y'all the reason why some of these bitches even act cool. I know women that don't even like themselves, and when they get around me, they do everything. They enjoy themselves to the max, and they hate themselves on a normal day-to-day basis. They hate their lives. They get around me, they have a fucking ball. It has nothing, bro. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Women don't know until they don't have you. Alright, so next thing is a part of the game that I'm just gonna give to y'all. So kind of like, I did the little Reddit shit. Next thing I'm gonna give y'all, bro, let y'all see, is that y'all gotta accept everybody for who they are. Like, that is the maximum level of peace that you can have. By accepting people for who they are, you can see their flaws, you can see what they good at, you can see what they not good at. But at the same time, you give yourself the ability to maintain the peace while letting them operate being who they are. When you let this happen, right, this is when the abundance begins to come. Why do I say this? Because you realize that people start granting you access even though they aren't who you would like them to be, even though they aren't what you would expect them to be, even though they aren't, what you would want them to be. Even if all of these things is the case, they're still going to grant you access. Why? Because you accept them for who they are. Not just women. I'm talking about everybody. When you really accept them for who they are, that's when you get the access. When you're not accepting people for who they are, you're not getting the access. And the crazy part about it is that when this is truly accepting people for who they are, right? You cannot like something about somebody. I mean, truly, you cannot like them as a person. You cannot like them. And you are cool. You can still have a conversation with them. Y'all might talk shit to each other, but y'all can still have a conversation. That's when you really know how to accept people for who they are. It's when you don't like them as a person, but you still can have a conversation with them. As long as they don't disrespect you, you can still have a decent conversation with them, or be able to, cooperate with them. That's when you know that you are really good at accepting people who they are. I'm not telling y'all to fake it. I'm not telling y'all to fake who you are. I'm just telling y'all that sometimes it's best for you to hold your tongue, because it doesn't really change anything. Whether they know you don't like them or whether you don't like what it doesn't. You can even say, bro, I don't like you. I promise you, they probably won't even take it. They probably won't even take it in a bad way. Even if you dead ass serious, you'd be like, I don't like you. You can tell them that. You can be very truthful, but still treat them you still accept them for who they are. And just let them be them. Whatever comes with them being them, you let that come. And I'm telling y'all, the reason I'm telling y'all this, and I'm not even telling y'all to be and get used to being in the space with these motherfuckers. Don't do that either. But when you accept them for who they are, it gives you another level of peace, because you can live in the unknown. You can live in them not knowing who you are and what you are. They can just not know. And them not knowing gives you another level of peace. I'm not telling y'all to be dishonest. I'm not even telling y'all to be disingenuous. I'm not telling y'all to fake the funk. What I'm telling y'all to do is accept people for real. Like, really accept them. And then when you do that, I'm telling y'all, that's when you know where people belong in your life. When you telling people to act a certain way, or you correcting them, they will find a place for themselves. But whenever you accept them, you can put them in a place. This is where you belong. This is where you need to go in your life. And when you are able to do that, it gives you more freedom rather than you getting limited because they know you don't like this, you don't like that. They know. And them knowing too much sometimes can be a bad thing. It can be a bad thing, because some people pray and they talk about negative things that breed more negative things for no reason. And this is why I'm telling y'all that sometimes it's best for y'all to accept people for who they are, because if you accept them for who they are, you put them in a space where they are basically operating in the unknown. And I'll be honest, when you can operate and people not knowing what the fuck you got going on, that's when you really can see people for who they are. And it's crazy. You can see people for who they really are. And it lets you know what you're really dealing with. So get used to embracing, like even embrace people's flaws, bro, and give people credit what credit is due. Do these things. I got a lot of it in my videos of how to win friends and influence people. But when you do this shit, bro, a lot of it really is gonna cause you to really be in a good situation, because a lot of people be in chaos. A lot of people feel like they have crab in the barrel mentality. A lot of people feel like people are jealous of them. A lot of people feel all of these negative things that come is because people know. They know shit that they shouldn't know. Right? When really truly, if they have no reason of knowing, you shouldn't tell them and accept that they don't know. If you can ask them, y'all can even have a conversation about it, and they not know what you got going on. You don't have to tell them. And to be honest with y'all, this will allow y'all to have more access, because they're going to try to do what? Show you what's going on in them. They're going to try to show you. They're going to try to show you more than what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And them doing that, you get the mindset. You get the mindset of what's going on with them. For example, I had this woman, bro, I was talking to her, and she was on some shit like, she not used to operating, moving this fast. She not used to moving this fast with dating a guy. She told me that, And she was just on some shit like, well, I was trying to move. I'm used to moving this way because I don't want you to think that I am a whore. I don't want you to think that. Right? That's her projecting that she thinks that she's a whore. Y'all know me, I don't even give a fuck about body counts. Now if you fucking 20 niggas in a week, 10 niggas in a week, different niggas in a week, I'm be honest, it's kind of crazy, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type to judge. So that's her projecting that she thinks she's a hoe. And while the conversations and while the shit continues, what does she say? I've had 2 guys before. I've did this with other guys. I've did that with other. She tells me these things. Why? Because she knows she's in a place where no matter what, she's gonna be accepted. Which means that's what's going on. I fully accept her. As crazy as this shit sounds, I fully accept her. And why does this happen? Why does she feel so comfortable? Why does she want to fuck me? Why does she want to be around me? Why does she love talking to me? Why is she like this with me? Why is she like this? Because she never had it before. Most people have it. Think about the person that you have it, the people that you have in your life. That you feel like that, they feel like that towards you. That you feel like they feel like that about you. And it's not that many people. It's not that many people. It's really not that many people. It's really a small number of people. And that's because this is a judgmental world, and you realize the more judgmental they are, the less access they have. I mean, the more judgmental they are, the less access they have. Because why? They put themselves in position to assume things from a perspective that they created, not figuring out the perspective that's really there. But we not really gonna get too far into that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got a lot of that shit on the Patreon, and I'm getting too far into the really teaching y'all. I don't want to teach y'all no shit. But if y'all really did enjoy this video, man, get it to 500 likes. But I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.